Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Speed Gaming. Today we have the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race. I'm Star and with me on comms is Drake Tempest.
Hello. So today, we got Technolink and Jetoman. And I don't know, what's the settings right now, or do we not know?
We don't know because this is mystery with friendly weights. So there is no entrance randomizer. You can tell by looking at their file selects, their starting screens here, that they do start with a sword. They don't start with boots, and there is no randomizer involved here today.
Excellent.
Randomizer is.
Oh, we're going.
Alright, ooh, Quake in Link's house.
Quack.
Which
And it's
is in the
open.
light world. Okay. No inverted either. Also, this just looks like a open start. It's not standard, although they both just...
I mean, it may not be standard, but why wouldn't you go check this real quick?
May as well. Alright,
Ooh.
map check. Red crystal on... We have no key sanity. Woohoo! Red
Whoops.
crystal on desert, crystals on Hera and Eastern. So no key sanity. Woohoo! I cannot complain.
I don't know, I kind of like key sanity.
Okay. Nothing on Uncle. And nothing in the Uncle chest.
It's unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
So that means they're probably both going to go down to the Hyrule Castle. So it's pretty much it's a vanilla start, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. We've got a couple fun sprites here today. On the left is Dragonite, and is that Dr. Morty? What's his name?
Rick.
Dr. Rick. Rick and Morty. That's what I'm mixing up. Go figure. Hey, there's a bottle at least in the first chest of escape.
That makes it so that Bug Kid can be checked pretty early, which means less backtracking for Kakariko.
That is very convenient.
What's the
Which
most
reminds
time
me-
do you think somebody's had to backtrack to Kakariko?
Quite a few. I mean, let's see. How many trips can you make there? One for Sick Kid, one... So one's just at the beginning to clear out all the Sphere Zero checks. You have ones for Sick... You could do ones for Sick Kid, Bow and Escape. Once for Sick Kid, once for the Flute activation, once for Magic Bat, and then maybe yet another trip for the Smiths.
Yep. And if you don't have the money, one for the bottle.
Yeah. You could have up to about 6 trips to CAC, although the bottle bender is the least of those, likely. At least in non-entrance rando of any variety, it definitely depends on your settings.
Yeah. And just a cool 50 in the chest.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Not really worth it going all the way here, though that bow is certainly useful. Shadow Man deciding to go back to Link's house, checking the map now. All 3 crystals in the light world, though we do not know what our gold is yet either.
That's true.
That's just the map in sync, which means that we are still short a key and a couple of items in Dark Cross. Isn't that bow out of logic due to no key? No, Captain, I'm pretty sure the friend of escape is just in logic. You might be thinking SMZ3. I am not familiar with SMZ3 at all. Yes, indeed, Shinsero, it is Dragonite and Rick for our sprites today.
Yeah.
We
Why would
have
that
the
bug
green
be out of
pendant
logic?
is in. Yeah, I don't know. Green pendant is in pod today. As there's a heart container on the mushroom spot for Technolink, heart piece, and red rupee in the back of Saha's hut. Not
This is
helpful.
actually a really interesting check from Jetto Man because going to Eastern early skips a lot of tier 0 checks.
Okay, Spiritful Penguin clarifying. If you don't get a key in the first chest or in sync, the rest of the front of escape is not in logic and open. I guess actually that makes sense. You could kill the guard there for the key and then just take it to the back, because logic does assume you are a moron with keys. Although it doesn't take too much to put the bow in logic, a pair of gloves would probably do it. I am all too aware of how idiotic key logic can be. I am primarily not great person,
Actually, I
and
just
there are
realized.
some truly confusing key logic scenarios in OTR, far
I
beyond even the quirks of pod key logic, as they see a Master Sword and a Blue Mail.
Yeah, I just realized the Eastern check is actually a lot uh, a lot more reasonable than I initially thought because they already have the bow. That means he would have to come back to.
Hmm? Yeah, Green Pine Pond isn't too bad to get to because it is close to Saha's if you find a mirror. If you don't find a mirror, have fun. Not too much else in Blind's Hut, though, it looks like there. There's the map for Gentleman. Logic's merely a suggestion. It is. The well, it has some arrows. There's the first chest. Second chest is some more arrows. At least Technolink's all set up for that. There's another bottle, the lamp,
Nice. Lamp. So
and the
now
heart
Death Mountain
container.
can be in logic. They just need the gloves.
Lamp also means
Oh,
that
there's the big key.
bow will be in logic with gloves. What? Sorry.
Gentleman already found the big key.
Nice. Big chest happens to be $50. Shinsera, friendly weights are a set of weights that for mystery weights that are slightly nicer. There's no ER possible. What was that in the chicken house? I missed it.
Rupee.
Okay, and there's the weights for chat. Bucks, thank you, chat. And okay, EP is now logically full clarable. Thank you. Sick Kid has half magic. Nice.
That's useful.
Just a single arrow in the back of the bar. Yep, both bottles had bees. Yes, indeed. Gotta love that. There's the mirror in the Eastern Big Key chest.
Wow. Okay. That's a full move.
Just some more arrows in the library.
Lots
Yeah.
of arrows in Kakariko.
Yes, indeed, Captain. I was talking about the mirror in pod. Well, there mirror being needed to conveniently turn the pod green pendant in. Well, it is there now. Nothing on the race game.
Evil Sneaking Aga 1, and there's not really a lot to dissuade that. They haven't checked South Shore yet, but
South Shore is
it
quite a
might be a
few
while before we
checks.
see that. Yeah.
We do have, so we have 2 in the dam, we have the 5 in Mini Moldrum Cave, Ice Rod Cave, and Agina is also available. I believe it should be a compass on Armos Nights if I'm counting correctly, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a compass.
May as well complete it though, since it came all the way here. Techno gonna find out that Pod is there. It's not gonna find out Pod's a green pendant, and it's just gonna go to the back to find a look. Very clean back of Eastern so far for Jetto Man.
Alright, he's fully loaded. Can he one-cycle them?
Well, we're gonna find out.
He's got the setup.
Yep, doing quite nicely with it so far, and does get it. Yep, there's the compass.
There we go.
And his first crystal at 9 minutes. Not too bad.
Well, I'm gonna curse it. This is a jet seed.
It does feel like one so far. Our settings have been very, very friendly. It so far just looks like a regular old open seed. We have had no shenanigans. Oh, I should also note that we know for certain that the item pool is just... I'm not even sure if it's stats shuffled in here. Doesn't look like it is.
Wow, there was a lot of hearts in Kakariko.
And we do have item pool here. It is just normal since that half magic turned up. We know it's just normal item pool, which is nice. They don't have to worry about it.
What if quarter magic shows up?
Also, I will note, I do like that. It's always interesting to see how sprites change with the males. It doesn't look like Rick changed much at all, but Dragon Knight is now a shiny. Probably, yeah, something pretty subtle. It's especially hard to tell because the Lost Woods has some funny lighting going on. But I do like how Dragonite is now shiny. I don't actually quite remember what the red male of Dragonite is off the top of my head.
Rainbow. Yeah, does
Moogle sprite only has...
change on the pom-pom?
Oh, some cash requires a hammer. Ah, hints are on! It is a 50-50 chance of hints. And I did miss that. And so we do have hints. Now, are they any use is a different story, because ALTTPR hints tend to suck.
Hints are probably one of my favorite features of the randomizer.
They're okay. They can be useful, but as someone coming from the Ocarina of Time randomizer community, hints are useless.
Yes and no. I think it's a nice feature to help people who aren't familiar with it.
Oh no, I meant isn't that compared to OOT hints, ALTTP hints are really, really awful. They can be helpful. They just suck in comparison to OOTR ones.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty awful OOTR ones.
OOTR at least guarantees you certain useful hints, and the hint stones are actually in mostly decent locations. I can't say the same for ALTTP. I don't even know where most of the hint stones are in ALTTP.
Most of the telepathic boards, and I think there's hints on the signs as well.
I have actually seen a couple races with hints on it. I don't think signs have hints.
They should.
But yeah, no, my opinion on ALTTP hints is that they suck.
So how would you make them better?
Honestly, I'm not sure if there is a great way with how ALTTP's hint stones are laid out and all that.
I mean,
It's like, so in...
would be easy is just change all the dialogue for the NPCs. We don't talk to them normally anyway.
Like, so for OTR hints, there are certain really...
already has one.
Like for OTR hints, there are certain really horrible checks that are guaranteed hinted. So, for instance, the OOT equivalent of pet is guaranteed to be hinted every single time.
I mean, pet's hinted anyway.
Well, yeah, if you find a book, yeah, but OOT, you don't have to find a book or some similar item to get the equivalent of an AD hint, basically.
I feel like they should make it so that a Mask of Truth is required for that.
Oh god, no.
Yes. Yes! Because it's required in the base game.
It was changed specifically to not make it ass. Also, hints significantly cut runtime as well. They've actually had to nerf hints slightly for Season 4 because Season 3 hints were incredibly overpowered. And they're still really good compared to ALTTP hints.
I just brought up how to nerf them in Season 5.
Yeah, no. That's a collective nope from the community. Because there's not nearly as many what I would call always hints for an ALTTPR as there would be for as there are for OOTR. Yeah, there really aren't. So like the main one I can think of would be Pet would be a guaranteed hint probably. Lumberjack you can peek, so that wouldn't be it.
The pet
But
will
like there
always tell you what's on the pedestal, and Sawswell will always tell you where the green pendant is.
yes,
Clippers
but
in the dam. That's pretty good. That means
that
that
is.
homeless guys in logic and Zora.
Yes, also the waterfall fairy. And
Also
the
water.
glove!
Okay, so yeah, this is a super easy seed.
It is, but no, so I guess there's only really one always hint that I could think of for ALTTPR, which would probably be the pet, and then there's a number of sometimes hints. So like so like that there's like a pool of like 20 or so of the things, and then depending on settings, and those would hint towards checks that can be a bit of a pain. And Trinex might be one. Let's see, Agina I could see one. It's something like the tablets might be sometimes hints. Just kind of out of the way the checks that you don't necessarily want to hit for every single time, but would be nice to get. But are nice info if you have to. Left side Swampway I could see being hinted actually.
Oh, the Technolink quit out. No, he's going straight to Death Mountain.
Yeah, gentlemen, in the meantime, did. I guess the thing is too, JJ48 car and that OTR, the really obnoxious out of the way checks are also way more obnoxious and out of the way than it is for ALTTPR.
Yeah.
Shovel in the back of Escape.
Well, that's another check.
I don't know, Bale. I mean, it's kind of how this current hit system works for of ALTGP isls. Yeah, nope, no, Marcus Khan, no one did that. Also, yeah, Temperate Sword, nice. For Gentleman, was that Ice Rod Cave one?
Ooh, yeah, that was Ice Ride Cave. We already have a tier 3 sword.
Yes, we do. Darkcross here for Technolink has the silver arrows. Okay.
Wow. Wow, Gentleman's not gonna check that.
Nope. 10 arrows on the Lake Hylia Island. Yeah, Echo one is just a really long commit for gold check when you can just get Dark World access. We're actually not too far from it. We just need Mitz or the Hammer at the moment.
Moon Pearl.
Moon Pearl as well. Forgot that. But Moon Pearl would still be a thing no matter whether or not it was Nagaseed.
Ooh. Homeless guy had no. What are you doing, Technolink?
Houlihan.
Oh,
Wants money
I didn't know
for
you could do it
King
like
Zora.
that.
Yeah, you can. Seen it a couple times. Wants money for King Zora, which makes sense. I guess also this would be redonkulously OP in ALTTPR, but OOTR hints also have what are known as Way of the Hero. This also goes for Majora's Mask Randomizer, which has a lot of similarities to OOTR. And then there are things called
Way of the Hero check.
Way of the Hero and Foolishes, as we see Ether in the heart container in the Waterfall Fairy. Yeah, your bottle's full, gentlemen. I need to clear that out first. Like, so Way of the Hero locate areas would be like, I don't know, pod hinted Way of the Hero, for instance, would mean that there is an item in pod logically required to complete the seed, for instance. Or Foolishes means that there's nothing in that area that is logically required to complete the seed. As you see, just a single green rupee on the Zora ledge, and Gentleman does not have enough money for the King of Scams.
Which puts technically an advantage if King Zora has anything.
Mm-hmm.
Although
The silvers are going to be very nice.
Similar, Houlihan strat.
Maybe, we'll see. Is going for Path of Escape. Hopefully we'll get first, and then we'll see if Gentleman does end up going back. I doubt they're going to go back for Zora at this point because it's a bit late.
We keep getting them high-fiving, and it's kind of silly. I want to see some divergence.
We're not getting divergence until we get Dark World out.
I want to see some risky plays. Get me that Aga.
We can do Hera as well. It's out.
Nah, Aghanim's the play.
I mean, it could be. I don't believe either of them checked Lumberjack Ledge, actually.
Oh no.
Silvers for Gentleman.
This is always one of those checks I'm just like, I'm really happy to see it. Because then I don't have to do spin strats.
Yeah. Alright, King of Scams is the King of Scams.
Yeah.
$50.
Gentleman made a good call.
Yes, indeed. Looks like Death Mountain here. We'll see if either of these runners choose to check Lumberjack Ledge on the way to up. Gentleman does not. Lumberjack Ice Rod to Pennant TR. Yikes, JG4R. Ouch. I mean, the thing is, too, that we don't even know what the goal is right now.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing, let's say sub 1 hour seed.
It has felt so far like a sub 1 hour seed. It's been pretty decent. Yep, no Lumberjack check from anyone today. There's the mitts on the old man.
Hello.
What? Something one fast would be hilarious. Because they actually can do that at this.
What's one fast cannon?
One crystal and fast Ganon means that they, at this point, they could go to Ganon as soon as they get a Moon Pearl.
I see.
You know how we usually see their 7/7? It would be whatever one fast Ganon.
Ooh. We got the shoes. We got them Nikes.
Ooh, that is a nice find. It certainly is a seed, Captain, that's for sure.
Oh, he's doing the hover.
Nice!
Gentlemen! I need some pogs in chat. Captain with the only pog.
Huh.
And there's the Morty.
Yeah. A unique item is in plain sight. I think the boots count.
Did Techno... Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
Technolink did not check Ice Rock Cave. That is where the Temperate Sword is. Digital. Big key in the first check of Hera. I have no idea. Where is Techno? Oh, interesting play.
Curious. Very curious.
Just a bloopy.
I feel like this seed, everything is on track.
Yeah, so far you haven't really had to go out of your way for anything. And Bunk Rock's time. Bunk Rocks has... Hey, there's the Moon Pearl.
Ooh. That's nice. Ooh, a compass. That means there's something in the basement, doesn't there? So I saw a key. So there's big key, there's map, or there's compass.
Oh,
So
it
this,
should have... Nothing on Lumberjack, by the way, just a heart piece.
that's good.
Yeah, that is an item in the basement, I believe.
Maybe.
Maybe it depends on what's on Moldorm.
Yeah.
Well, Moldorm has... a shield.
It's a shield. The Fisher Price shield.
Hey, plus, JJ saying in chat, the past couple days, all the seeds I've watched have been disappointingly untrolly. Well, maybe 2021 will give nicer seeds, as Marcus Ken said. The road is not nice as the viewers, teehee. Yeah, and chat confirming it is definitely an item in the basement.
Yeah, I didn't see them pick up the map.
I was a little scatterbrained myself. This will be Graveyard Ledge here for Techno. Might do Catfish Chain in next. You need to do the map check in the Dark World, Techno. Wrong world. Nice going.
A fair attempt, but lacking.
Yeah. Just some bombs on Graveyard Ledge. Jetto's taking a key break.
Yeah, all of these out of the way checks have just kind of been not great.
You know, niceness to the many should outweigh to the niceness to the few. Lol. Oopsies, gentleman, missed the torch and missed another one. And just a heart piece. Yeah, nothing in the on the out of the way checks today.
The only out of the way check that has anything is Bonkrax, and that's not even out of the way.
It's really not. It's not any more out of the way than Dark Cross, as we see pendant
it is
on
vanilla Turtle Rock.
No, that's a Red Crystal Mire, and then pendants on Skull Woods and Swamp.
Turtle Rock is Crystal 7.
Oh, it is. Well, never mind, I can't read.
And the
Catfish has... Red Rupee.
Not a dang thing.
Nope. Catfish has Couch Cash. Moon Pearl incoming for Gentleman. Rick actually turns into Morty in the Dark World with Shinsero. I missed what Dragonite. I did not get to see Dragonite's funny sprite actually. I don't know what it is.
Probably Jatini.
That's yeah, figures. Thanks, chat, and to Drake. Alright, goal check time for Technolink. What kind of nonsense do we have today? At least for canon, we don't actually know what the GT requirement is.
Not yet.
Oh. Sign check. Oh boy, it's AD!
Oh,
it's AD. It's all dungeons. Boy, it's all dungeons, everyone. We're gonna be here for a while.
Oops, all dungeons.
That is indeed Oops AD.
Well, on the plus side, that actually does save some time. And realistically, no, we don't have to clear all dungeons. We just have to kill the bosses.
Technically, yes.
I am technically correct, and that is the best kind of correct.
Oops, AD. This means that we have to, which means that we have to beat all 7. We have to get all 7 pendants, all 7 crystals. Sorry, words. All 7 crystals, all 3 pendants. Beat Aga 1 and Aga 2.
Man, if only there was like some secret boss that locked the way to Ganon now, like the Super Kuko. Think about it. I'm envisioning a giant chicken.
And yes, it could mean that there is progression on the Moldorm 2 chest, depending on whether, especially depending on whether Ganon or GT entrance crystal requirement is, as we see a key in the first chest of Pod for Techno. Also, Captain or Trevor, Mark.
So, funny thing about Black Rabbi, I recently fought it in the Trials of Mana game, and that was interesting.
A unique item is under some rocks. Gee, thanks. That would be the Moon Pearl. What was I gonna say? Also, we should also mark off the Hera completion for Jetto Man, by the way. It does depend. What could be in GT depends entirely on our crystal layout. Correct, Irritable Penguin?
I wonder if you could add bosses to Link to the Past. Like, is it possible within the code of the game?
I have no idea.
At that point, we might as well just make a new game, though.
Yeah, right side pod had just the below side of pod just had the key in the map. So time to go down the middle for Technolink. As gentlemen is slowly ahead for Skull Woods, actually, we'll see what's here. There's another key, and I'm surprised. And there's the map for Shadow Man.
Oh no, Jetto Man doesn't know.
Doesn't know what?
He doesn't know, chat. Actually, he doesn't have Fire Rod, does he?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, if it's 080, that would be fun. Yeah, no, both of them do know it's AD, actually.
They do?
Yeah, they both read the sign.
Okay.
Nothing in the chest game, just a heart piece.
And now into the dungeon. No, I'm right.
Not yet. Gonna do the Village of Atmosphere, Village of Outcasts chests first. Jetto Man can't aim a bomb, apparently. Threw it a little too far. Making up $300 in the brewer in the bomb hut. Actually, that's me mixing up checks. And now it's time for Thieves Town as Chicken Link picks up a key and a cape.
Interesting. And a hammer. From Jetto Man.
Nice.
So, Technolink can't clear Pod, but Jetto Man can when he gets over there.
I mean, it's not too bad to come back for Helmasaur at least.
That is a Dragonite on the left, yes.
That is correct.
I am slowly sinking further and further into my chair. Help.
Yep. Heart piece for Techno, map for Jetto. And there's the big key.
Yay!
Or both of them.
So, big key in Dark Room and Pod.
And some bombs in the big chest. And that's it for Techno. Yeah, most like they don't have to. It doesn't have to be 7 Crystal GT in this mode. We don't know what it is. Hey, can now check the goal actually.
I'm actually curious about something. What
Yes,
is in Vanilla Thieves Town Big Chest?
mitts.
Is it? It's
Yeah, it is.
huh.
Oh, so let's see. Pod has the hammer. Swamp has Pod has the hammer. Swamp has the hook shot. Skullwoods has the fire rod. Thieves has the mitts. Meyer has the cane, and Turtle Rock has the ice rod. And then Eastern has the bow. Desert has the glove, and there's a mirror shield
What
in the
did you
big
say
chest.
Turtle Rock had? Yeah,
Tiara
Turtle
has
Rock
the
has a
ice
mirror shield.
rod. Okay.
No, not Vanilla.
Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. Tiara has a mirror shield. Go
Tur-
figure. Lol.
Yeah.
Of course it is. The ice rod's the name I tried to keep. I'm dumb. Never mind me. Vanilla Skullwood's big key for techno.
Is there a hint in the Vanilla game about where the ice rod is?
I have no idea.
I don't know why I'm asking these questions.
I don't either. There's a long key to thieves and blind cell. Basically, the vanilla placement is the worst random placement for about every item but one. Yeah. Just the red rupee in the thieves' big chest. Hammer is in
Yeah,
the
they
front
were
of
pretty
Thieves
bad
Town.
thieves. They were pretty bad thieves.
Yeah.
That mini Moldrum is going to troll him so bad.
Too bad,
I'm
actually. There's just a
disappointed.
key.
Gentleman's got him on script so far. And that's a very clean blind. For 5 rupees.
And that is Gentleman's third crystal and third dungeon. But I'm had to get 37 minutes.
Wow, Technolink's kind of far behind him.
Yeah, unfortunately, doing a bunch of overall checks that led to a whole lot of nothing. Let's see, Dick Game and then probably Smith Chain here for Jetto Man.
That makes sense.
Let's see how long Dick Game takes.
That's a lot of digs.
I think we're up to 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 digs. I can't count. 31. It's some ridiculous number of digs for nothing, evidently. Powder in the sea house. Yeah, 1 rupee. That was great. Yeah, 30 for the single rupee. Great game.
Oh, hey, he's gonna check Magic Pack too.
Yeah, some nice routing here. Has the pair. Also can do hammer pegs while he's here. Very convenient combination routing. Yep. Pretty much, yeah. I guess if Saha gives you a hint after getting the boots, if it gives you a hint for the ice after getting boots, then yeah, nothing on hammer pegs. Hammer for techno. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, you're gonna be stuck for a bit. World's worst dig game. 30 digs for a single green rupee. Smiths has a heart piece. Magic bat. It's just some more money.
Can I start a petition here to turn the bat into a baseball bat? Maybe just for April Fools.
Alright, purple chest time for Jetto Man. The Smith chain has so far turned up a whole lot of nothing. We'll see.
Well, yeah. And his routing puts him near Swamp Palace.
It does, honestly. I wouldn't be too surprised if he goes there. He's gonna do Stumpy and the shovel spot here, and then cave,
yeah.
and then cave 45.
Unfortunately, if he doesn't have hookshot, that's gonna make that check very awkward.
It is. There's another puddle on the spot. Jan is being poets a little bit. Yeah, there is a baseball mini game in Link Between the Worlds, and I'm not sure if there's one in Oracle of Ages. And yes, the Link Between Worlds baseball mini game is a pain. Nothing. Vanilla Heartbeat.
Yeah, I think there is actually one in the Oracle games.
Gentleman trying to glitch the but he left it behind, and as long as he talks to the dude right away, he gets his bombos without actually needing to have the chest right behind him.
Nice.
It would be nice to get a remake of the Oracle games, agreed. And there's an idea from chat to have a fest in an April Easter festive instead of or an April Fool's festive, kind of like how we had a Christmas festive. 5K time for Gentleman.
Ooh, we can make it an Easter egg seed.
$300 on the NPC. Red rupee, bloomerang, heart piece, and heart piece. 0 out of 10 hype cave.
A little disappointing, but wasn't really expecting anything out of the cave.
Yeah. Where are you? Okay, Shadow Man. Double checking his red crystal information from the bomb shop dude. Okay, you can't just do a map check, you know?
Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he's just doing routing out of habit.
That's quite possible. But it is pot time for Gentleman. We have seen most of this. There was a whole lot of nothing on everything but Helmasaur for Techno. We'll see if Helmasaur has anything. I don't remember if there's even an item left in Pod. Techno's gonna spend the next could have to go dig 30 times for this green rupee.
Doesn't Jetto have 3 bottles?
Yes, he does. Or they do. I'm actually not sure what these guys' pronouns are. Jetto does have 3 bottles, because they were in front of Escape the Well and the dig spot. There we go. Technolink picking up their load of disappointment.
So how are you today?
Doing alright, you?
I'm okay.
Hope your holidays went well?
Very busy at work.
Oof. Gentleman does know that AD. He checked the pyramid, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
And our tracker says the same, which does remind me we might as well, since we're currently seeing absolutely nothing new, might as well plug our 2 runners here, Technolink and Jetto Man, as well as to my fellow commentator Drake Tempest and our tracker Captain MD13.
And you. Star 1468.
Thank you, Drake. I never shout myself out because that just feels weird.
I've been hanging around my friend too much, and his narcissism is starting to rub off.
I just sound like an egotist if I shout myself out, so I don't. And I hope my co-commentator gets the cue. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. Thank you for getting the cue. But man, going back for the front of pods, and so I think there is at least one item here. There wasn't anything of note though.
I think the cape was the only thing of interest.
Yeah, and that was in the back. And I don't believe Bumper Ledge is anything either.
No, it's just kind of... Like, pod is just kind of meh right now.
It is. I mean, everything's kind of meh right now.
Because right now, we're in the clear dungeons phase.
Yes.
We got most of the tools. We're only missing a few.
Beowulf, there is an Oracle's rando. I'm not sure how there isn't a randomizer of some sort for the Oracles. I do not know the details. I just know that one exists. It is, yeah, I might be able to track down a Discord invite for it, but I can't tell you for sure. Oh, I know there is an Oracle's rando. If you want, I can find you the Oracle's Discord to talk about it. There's Bombos for Technolink, which does remind me, back on topic of this race, that Bombos does give us Ice Palace to do.
That's true.
As far as Dungeons to do goes, that's one of them. Back to Pod, though, for Technolink, we'll be finishing it just behind the Jetto Man here. Well, we'll be a little bit behind, actually, because I forgot Type Caved. Oh god, no. JJ.
JJ? It's a lovely idea. Wonderful idea. You're gonna have to pay someone to do it, though.
Well, I might also still be on basic. I didn't want to check it. Was a small key in the Skullwood's big chest? I'll be entirely honest, I don't remember basic items logic at all. Pinball room. Yeah, no, I am afraid I do not remember ALTTP basic item logic at all.
Who does anymore?
Certainly not this person who's mainly with OT.
I would say how long Helmasaur's mask takes a break.
Okay, thank you, Captain. There's the green pennant for Jetto. We'll probably turn it in right away as well. And then we'll see where they go next. For our dungeons, we can't even get into desert. Hookshotless swamp is not a particularly appealing idea. Doesn't. Yep. Ice is the one main one. Skull Woods is can't do the back, can't get into Mire, and can't do TR without a cane.
It is the way.
Yeah. And nothing on Saha. But yeah, I would say it's time to go Ice Palace, because we're running out of things to do.
And might as well get it out of the way.
Pretty much. Spider-Man is not immediately going there, though. We'll see. Where are they going?
Probably to Ice. Like, this is the way to get to Ice Palace. Or he's gonna go check Zora.
Zora and this catfish probably here, which makes sense.
Ooh. I think somebody has.
A Yoda sprite would be pretty cool. Yeah, Ice or East Death Mountain are a Paradox Cave is available. There's also a couple other odds and ends checks up that a ways. And that's honestly more dense than Ice Palace, but Ice Palace is progression, so I could see an argument being made either way for those.
Yeah. Let me get my favorite strat for Helmasaur King.
Shadow Man is going to be scammed here as Techno takes down Helmasaur, picking up their third dungeon at 52 minutes. We're going to be here for a bit at this rate.
Yeah.
We do have a good number of items. We just can't get into most of our dungeons.
He is. He's going East Death Mountain.
Death Mountain as a whole, because Dark Death Mountain is also available with mints.
That is a saucy play, and I love it.
It is the most checkpoints location they have, Drake, and it looks like Techno Link has the exact same idea.
Ooh, Spike Cave? Spike Cave?
Anytime now, Tracker Software. Captain, it's the Tracker Software. I'm not surprised.
No.
We have seen Hera already from Jetto Man. There was a whole bunch of junk in there.
He didn't check Spike Cave. It's all ogre chat.
Oh, I mean GT. They can't check what the GT crystal count is. We don't actually know. No problem, Penguin. Shroom on Floating Island, thank you for pointing that out. I did miss it. First two chests in Paradox Cave both have red rupees.
That's not promising.
Nope. Green pendant was a heart piece, Uncle.
And that's our last bottle.
Okay, well, that's not helpful. There's some arrows and some arrows. Yeah, Paradox was a load of junk.
I don't know. An extra bottle is helpful.
Not when you already have 3 of them and are looking for something that gives you more dungeon access.
Ish.
You're pushing. I think you're pushing it a bit there.
I mean, if you're really bad at the game, the fairies can help.
That is true, but even still, some cash is on the boss. Gee, thanks, game.
Very specific.
Kane on Ted, come on, Kane on Ted. I mean, it's possible, considering our remaining 2 pendants are Swamp and Soulwoods, as we have the wrong Kane in Spiral Cave.
Oof. Or the right Kane if you want to do some troll strats. Wait, if it's all bosses, does that mean you have to kill Aghanim?
Yes, you do. Both of them, in fact.
Oh.
Hello, sloppy kisses from grandmas.
Oh, okay, I can actually see how to do that efficiently.
Kill no, we have not. But as Techno picks up their finishes their 4th dungeon at 56 minutes, and Jetto is about to do Super Bunny, which has here Red Rupee and $300. No thanks, game. Suddenly running out of checks.
Yep.
Let's Ether TR. I'm not even sure why Jetto bothered checking since he has all 3 medallions.
Yeah. Now,
Techno is about to get the wrong Kane. Oh, this is always funny if this. Nope, just the heart piece.
Oh, please don't hover. Please don't hover.
Oh, Jetto is. Nope. Yeah, fortunately, Eka is too stupid to realize that he could just start exploding shots every time and prevent from ever beating him. Alright, try again here for Jetto, who gets it and picks up the boot, the book. No.
That's very out of logic right now, though.
Oh, that is ridiculously out of logic. Nothing in the other chest. They had time for another hover, which fails. Ouch.
Gentleman is just... I feel like he's just styling on people with this. Like, you don't learn hover strats because they're efficient. You learn them because they're swag.
Alright, Technolink getting disappointment in Paradox Cave, and Jetto is gonna head their shroom now. Yeah, it took Jetto 4 tries, at least 4 tries at hovering to get through all of those. I mean, it makes sense though with how bottlenecked this seat is.
Cue psychedelic music and images.
And it definitely saves time from coming back here.
It does. It does. Alright, so it looks like we're seeing a GT check and maybe a spike check.
7 crystals, thanks game.
Oh yeah, he has book now.
Yes, he does. Time for Ether.
Very out of logic, though.
Yep, 780 defeat Ganon, everyone. And there's the bucket on the ether tablet.
Nice.
And yeah, we know that GT pretty much can't really have anything at this point. I completely missed the hint there for Techno, which I should note that even though Jeddo doesn't know that hints are on, it hasn't mattered because the hints, as usual for ALTTP, don't give you any useful information. Yeah, the only other that could even possibly in GT is Hookshot, and that depends on the Ice Palace key layout and whether or not there's anything in the back of Swamp. And
Well,
just some
no,
money
like,
in Spike Cave.
It doesn't affect routing because Gentleman's already got the set route that he's going to do, with the only being like areas. Land.
Yes, Swamp is a pendant, which means that there is a chance of it being Hookshot in GT, but that is also the only useful item that could be in there at this point, because we've seen just about everything. Because most of the items we're missing are required for our crystal dungeons. Ice time for Gentleman, which makes a lot of sense. Wait, oh, is Techno also going to give hovering a try? Just the once, it looks like.
Whoops.
And thank you, What the Show 2, for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Or Prime Gaming, as it's called, I guess. Ether Tablet was the bug net. Room for Technolink. Also... Hmm? Go ahead.
Technolink did.
Sorry, you completely cut out there.
Didn't get the book.
Techno tried to hover once and decided to give up on it. If the other tablet has anything required for a crystal dungeon, then... Oh, wait. No! Oh, good. Okay, let me give me a second to think about it. Yes, that is correct, JJ. If the other tablet has anything required for a crystal dungeon, then Hookshot cannot be in GT because the book is logically Hookshot locked. We are also going to see Ice Palace Bomb Jump today because we don't have the Canis Mario.
That's awkward.
Yes, it is. Nicely done for Jeddo. Bomb jumps are not part of the logic, no. Techno being disappointed at just getting a heart piece for his coffee break.
So the reason why the cape wasn't drained magic is because Technolink grabbed onto a wall, and for some reason, when you're grabbing onto a wall while using the cape, it doesn't drain your magic.
Yep, because ALTTP is a well-coded game. There's the map. And the icebreaker chest here has just the compass. Which does mean I think that there is no, it is not hookshot locked here. Back in the day, it felt like it was well coded. Well. And just a heart piece. Yeah, Ice Palace. Not hookshot locked then. Fair enough, Penguin. It's mostly a running joke. It's also a running joke in the OTR community that OT is a well-coded game. There are a lot of bugs. And a lot of funny logic works because of the way the game is coded.
And enough that they know Cold Stare map.
They know that is just a heart piece on the shroom spot. Yeah, I think we've. I'm not sure why Technolink's swam all the way over there. It wound up over there. Probably jumped in the water by accident, but it is gonna loop around. Heart piece, nice tea. And this is in fact Ice Palace time for Techno as well. Because there really isn't anything else to do.
There really isn't.
Techno is gonna first check Ice Rod Cave here. And finally pick up their Temperate Sword, as we see yet just a key in the big chest of ice. Yeah, it's either this or Hookshot List Swap, pretty much are their choices.
The swamp.
Mm. I think we've seen all the items in Ice Palace, but I am also very poor at counting, so I could be wrong. I'm not sure what Technolink was trying to do there.
He's lost.
Honestly, I would be too, kind of, in this scene. It's basically just a open AD scene with a short sword that has nothing fancy going on the sides. It's just the scene decided to be mean. There was an item on the cold stare, but it's just $100. With how much less wondering I do when I try to see I need a sprite absorb from one place, lol. Yep, Swamp Palace it is then, because there really isn't anything else.
Nope.
We have Akina is about the one thing, I guess.
Close.
And no one's doing Akina. Because why would you? Also, well past the 1 hour mark because I missed it.
Yeah.
You're going to be here for another hour at the rate we're going.
No, not even close. I think
We have not seen the other tablet. Mushroom
hour
turned in
45.
was a heart piece. What?
Most hour 45.
We'll see. We have seen a lot of the items. It's miserable last location in here.
Well, we've seen a lot of the checks.
Sometime, at any rate, because there really is. I mean, Gentlemen could do Desert with the book, but they also know that it's way out of logic. And in this case, without how bottleneck this is, it's better to just stick with logic. Piece of heart with Sahaji. There's the cane! That first item in Swamp is the cane of Samaria. Yep, book is out of logic because Gentlemen hovered to it. Yeah, TR is the next obvious choice here after Swamp. You could hover in Swamp, but you still need a hookshot for Argus, so the utility of that is kind of debatable. I also, yeah, have no clue if you can hover to the back of Swamp. You're not wrong, Penguin. You're not wrong. Argus, the only boss in the game where the item you get in his dungeon is hardcore to murder him. $300 here in the compass chest. And it's time for left side swamp, everyone. No chance of diver down, Jeddah. You're GT hookshot requiring a double dip of swamp. The odds are good we're getting a double dip of swamp because this hookshot is not showing up.
Imagine having to double dip swamp.
Right? And we are reminded of just how slow left side swamp really is when you don't have a hookshot.
Up and down and up.
So there are two chests left here in left side swamp for Jeddo. If one of them is the big key, they can then check the big chest. Otherwise, time for Turtle Rock because we still don't have anything else left in the game. And oh, there's the fire rod actually. Neat. Left side swamp has the fire rod. Okay, and make Skullwood's next play then.
Yep. Because since when has Ice Rod ever been rock?
Ice Rod could be on ped at this point. It really could. Depends what the hookshot is, though.
Shot on ped.
Oh,
It can't be on
no,
ped, can
it
it?
can't be. It because swamp is a pendant. It can't. But Ice Rod absolutely could be. And there's the map. Alright. That's it. Kane and Samaria at a pretty literal last location for at the left side swamp for Jeddah Man. Car container is in plain sight, yeah. Then, unsurprisingly, hints have been as useless as the ALTTP hints always are, and Technolink's just losing time to them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They can be useful, it's just unfortunately Technolink hasn't seen a single useful hint.
I wish the hints were just for, like, key items.
Yeah. And alright, yep, Skullwood's time for Jeddah Man. I don't remember if I saw an item in the front. Been quite a while since we were last here. At any rate, though, I get the feeling we are going to have an extremely high collection rate for both runners today, Drake.
Almost certainly.
Well, with how this has been going, neither of them are going to be skipping all that many checks. Oh, Gentleman getting Ballmastered. I
Is it
don't think
mean of
that
me to have wanted Technolink to die in that fight?
just at the bit. We will probably also see a ped check once Jeddo Man gets out of Skull Woods. And Technolink is actually heading for Agina, deciding to do that before going to Swamp Palace. And this, honestly, this could have something. We have seen the single arrow. Yes, I was somewhere early.
Techno, where are you going?
Desert Ledge, just a hard container.
Gentleman has access to desert.
Yes, Jeddo does, because they hovered to the book in Hookshot Cave. Modula is down for Jeddo, giving us just a rupee. Uncle, there are several Gregs in ALTTP. Greg being the single rupee. And okay, Dragonite becomes a dark purple here.
Plus the couch cash for the pedestal.
Yeah. That is that, so that really does.
Not a ped seed, but a ped seed.
It's AD anyway, so it doesn't make a giant difference.
Seed, but there's a.
Sorry, you cut out mid-sentence there.
Peds.
Alright, some time for Technolink, which makes a lot of sense because, yeah, there's just nothing else. And there's nothing in the Skull Woods either, really, for Jeddo Man, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's time for Ice Rod Less Turtle Rock! At the tower, this is not Small Key Sanity, Shinsero. Because Key Sanity is off. Hookshot and GT can still happen. You do not necessarily need the book to get into no, Shinsero, and you don't necessarily need the book for Desert. And we know that Flute will show up before GT because Meyer is a crystal.
Yeah.
So, that's that. Akatower has 2 chests, as Penguin says, both of which are keys. Flute could be in Turtle Rock.
Flute is in Turtle Rock. There's nowhere else it could be. Unless it's
Hookshot, it's there, and it could be Hookshot there and Flute in the back or something.
These rupee counts are ridiculous.
Yeah, 1501 and 1271 because they've done every check in the game up to this point. Zora's game was $50, Uncle. Actually, okay, where is Jeddo Man? What?
It's not a scam. It's a timeshare. You spend $500 and then you get that $50 as return right away. But Zora is going to pay you in increments of 10 rupees every month. So,
Is one of the comms really quiet compared to the other? I don't know, John Boy. How do I set it?
so am I okay for you?
You were a little out there, actually.
Oh. Am I okay for chat? That's weird.
Okay, yeah. So good question. Okay, yeah, and that was a lumberjack. Let's check for Jetto, who is... Where is Jetto going, actually? It's not Death Mountain.
Maybe he's gonna go check tablet, and then
Tablet
probably
into Agina, I guess, yeah.
yeah.
Alright, there's the Fire Rush for Technolink is gonna be disappointed by the other item in Left Side Swamp. I don't remember what it is, but not... I think it was the map or something, but not helpful. And Donna's tablet is the flute! Oh my goodness. Jeez. That does confirm, however, that Hookshot is definitely not in Ganon's tower, as, ooh, Death for Technolink and Left Side Swap.
That's awkward.
That does not have a fairy. And honestly, understandably, is just going to leave that final chest behind. Going to gamble, it's not required, it is going to get out of there. Jetto is going to sprint off to Kakariko to activate that flute. GT cannot have anything particularly useful because we have seen almost everything in the game. Like, I have a notes sheet here running that, I have a notes sheet here running of the locations of all the various items. The only items I don't have written down on my sheet right now, because I don't track boomerangs and shields, are the hookshot, the ice rod, and the last sword. And we're probably seeing Butter Sword by the end of this at the rate we're going.
Yeah.
This is going to be my urgent desert here for Gentleman, which makes sense, even if it is way out of logic. Could still have the ice rod, which might save Gentleman some time. Going up to TR, but we do know it cannot have the hookshot. Ice rod? Beyond Pyramid Fairy, yes. Nothing much in Mire Shed. And nothing in Checkerboard.
I might be quieter just because I haven't been speaking up.
Fair enough. Yeah, you occasionally cut out as well.
Yeah. It's probably because I've been kind of sleepy.
Quakemire, not that that makes any difference, because they both have all three medallions. They both have just about everything, really. We're going to be at tracker percent or close to it, depending on where the red meringue is by the end of this.
That's actually reverse vanilla.
Yeah. This seed is grueling. Yeah. This is not a great seed.
Now imagine if entrance was added onto this.
Oh god. That would just make this even more horrendous, to be honest. As it is, I'm not one. This is gonna be a really long ADC. We're gonna be at. The collection rate's going to be something close to 200 at the end. For both runners.
I think for time-wise, we're not going to see too much longer, though.
Hopefully, but it might be a bit. Alright. At any rate, turn around time for Technolink, because that's the only place they have left, as Jetto finds a key in the first chest of Mire.
You can do Swamp without Hook. Oh, no, Swamp. Sorry. I don't know why I confuse Misery Mire with Swamp. all the time.
Good question. There's the ice rod. Oh, that is a good find for Gentleman in the Meyer map chest. That is going to definitely save Jetto a bunch of time. Does not need double dip Meyer.
Yeah, I think this might be over. Because if the hook shot is in here somewhere, that means Jetto can just jet the rest of the dungeons.
Pretty much. And the well, no, we know hookshot cannot be in Meyer, Drake. We know hookshot pretty much has to be in Turtle Rock because we've pretty much run out of everything else to do. And we have every other progressive. Because Book is hookshot locked. Flute is hook locked. Flute is on the tablet, and Book is hookshot locked. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which means the intended thing was to double dip Turtle Rock.
Correct. Yeah, Gentleman has been keeping track of logic, found the big key, and is just going to run to the back of Meyer, knowing that there is nothing else useful. Just missing a hookshot, and he has to know that it can't be there.
Yep.
So we'll have a slightly lower collection rate due to not doing every single check in Meyer.
Gentleman has encountered a slight issue, a predicament, if you will.
Which is
a problem. He has no bombs.
Oh, that's a problem. Yes, kind of needs that.
A conundrum, perchance.
Yes, indeed. Whoopsies.
It's such an awkward issue too. Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh my. I guess you might as well go. There's the hookshot. TR chain chomps for Technolink.
That's not too deep.
It's gonna keep going though, which is honestly understandable with how this is going. Well, they know that I saw just in here somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe he'll find Mirror Shield. So Rowdy, I don't think he ignored that expecting to find another. I think he wasn't looking at his bomb count.
Yeah, that's because you don't really think about your bomb very often.
You don't think about your ammo count very often, because it's like, alright, I'm just going to pick up everything by accident.
Yep, like just by picking up pots or whichever else. This gentleman picks up a bunch of pots and only gets some arrows and a bit of money. There's the compass in the desert big chest. Really wants a bomb drop or a bomb in a chest, some bombs in the chest, but is not having any luck. Yeah, hour and a half in, you just assume you have bombs, as we have a vanilla TR big key.
Honestly, I don't see why he's not just killing everything.
Pretty much, JG48 car. The hookshot is in TR chain chomp room.
There we go. That's an bomb drop.
There's the key. Mirror for Jetto has some bombs, and it's gonna get out of there.
I'm in the area. I might as well kill him.
There's no reason not to. But yeah, with this, that puts Gentleman solidly in the lead. Hovering, really saving Jetto quite a lot of time this seed. Yep, Jetto is aware. Nothing he needs is right side desert. He was just doing checks to see if he could find some bombs, and is now gone back to skipping everything. Yeah.
Why did you pick up the key, Jetto? You don't need that key. You know you don't need that key.
Yep, there's some bombs for Techno. He has to know that Hookshot is in TR because he has seen else. And he should know that TR is the only place left in logic. As they see a key in the TR big chest for Techno. Very nice Landmos fight with silvers for Gentleman. Blink and you miss it as he gets the map. 2 items in desert, doesn't care.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oof. Techno getting trolled a bit here in this room. And Jetto is done with desert. Time to go back to Meyer.
So, since he's clearing out Meyer, his next stop is obviously Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah, gonna do GT while he's up there. And then head back to
Swamp, and then
Aga Tower. Aga 1 and then Aga and then Ganon.
Well,
Meyer take 2. This does cost Jetto a good couple of minutes to have to run out of Swamp Meyer and back in. Oopsies on that one. Understandable, but oops. Yeah, nothing on Laser Bridge.
So, yeah. It costs Jetto a few minutes, but Techno is very far behind him, specifically because he doesn't have the book.
No, and did not pick it up after Rock. Honestly, there was no good way for him to check Turtle Rock. But to check Hookshot Cave from that point in Turtle Rock, but it is unfortunate.
Yeah, and there's a good chance he's just gonna forget about it.
Yeah, this is all dungeons for a goal. This scene was not nice. The runners both pretty literal last location. Cane of Samaria in Fire Rod in Swamp without a hookshot. That gentleman also hovered in Hookshot Cave to pick up a book, which led to the flute and the which led to the flute, and has just since been miles ahead. Other than a little mishap in Meyer where he forgot he ran out of bombs. Oh, this is just one of those where hovering just paid off big time for Jetto. Like, Techno has been doing very well for how this seed went. It's just that Jetto knows how to hover, which is another level of... which is a completely different thing altogether.
Yeah.
Ice Rod is in Meyer Talus. Map chest. Meyer being flute lock is a given, thank you very much, but yes. Just the compass on Biddy. And that is Jetto's 6th crystal here at an hour 32. Yeah, TR is logically a double dip and functionally a double dip for everyone who doesn't know how to hover. This is a fairly small race today. We only have 4 entrants. We don't really want to know what the other 2 runners who are not on race team are doing, but we will announce finishes once Jetto finishes, pretty much. Kane was in Swamp, correct?
Jetto. He might not be first.
Well, we will announce finishes once Jetto finishes, and whether or not he's first. Jetto picking up his red mail. Yep, Kane and Swamp, Hookshot and TR. Hookshot turned up book in Hookshot Cave, and then Flute is on the Bombos tablet. Yep, Jetto's checking the only spot outside Turok where Hookshot possibly could be for him at that point. Yep. And yes, our tracker, Captain MD13, is really getting full-on work here today. is marking off pretty much every single item on the tracker. We are going to pretty much hit tracker percent today. The only items that Captain might not need to track are the Butter Sword and the Red Meringue. That's about it. Oh, and a couple shield, I suppose, but that's really it. Yes, we're going to see everything else. This is a very nasty AD seed.
Yep.
Yep.
Oof. Red meringue.
Yep. Go figure.
That's not what you want to see.
Nope. Yeah, Techno was making the right place from his perspective. They're just not paying out, unfortunately. Buttersword and a couple shields missing, and that's it for tracker percent. And yeah, Techno is gonna pull the cash here. Off the pad, $50.
Honestly, cash there is kind of demoralizing.
It is. Alright, Techno is going back up the mountain, though. For him. Yeah, this is a case where that hover to the book really paid off for Jetto. Techno did, the sad thing is too, Techno did give one try at hovering to the book. Hitting a dead rock with a sword won't make it move. Techno. But yeah, that.
Gotta try.
Yeah, Techno did actually give it one go at hovering to the book and failed. Did not try again, and unfortunately, that's just sad. Yeah. And yep, there is Jetto's go mode with hookshot out of TR. As Techno here is about to find a book. Hope. I assume. Because there's.
Hope.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything else for Techno to do besides Hookshot Cave. They've done just about everything else in the game. Yeah, we'll go desert and hopefully get the flute somewhere in there as well.
Alright. Jetto's in goal mode for Turtle Rock.
Yep.
Has anyone turned in the mushroom?
Yes, it was a heart piece.
Okay.
Techno did so a while ago. Yeah, hookshot to ether to bombers is pretty much it for Techno. Checking the crystal requirement for GT, yeah, you can't enter it. Even for an all dungeon seed, this level of tracker percent just feels bad.
A little bit.
As someone who is a tracker myself, it never really feels good to mark off every single item on the tracker.
See, not me. Me, it makes that little monster in the back of my head go and make purring noises.
At some point, it just goes from missing as me to them. Man, this is just how they did. Usually, tracker percent means that you've done just about every check in the game. Sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it does mean that you did everything there is in the game. Also, Techno is going for Bottomless Tablet. Thank you. This will be basically go mode for Techno, since there's no way he misses the ice rod and mire. Also, I assume the tracker is being cranky again with the book,
Probably.
as it always is.
And there's the flute.
Going to go activate it and then head off to Mire and hit go mode. Honestly, just trying to be thorough with checks, because you really don't want to miss anything with just how horrendously bad that last location book was. I mean, it's just last location after last location after last location, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
The beginning of the scene was fairly open-ended, the end was just extremely linear. I mean, I don't know. Techno knows that the only way you could not you could get that book early is to hover on over, pretty much. Like, Techno followed the logic, and well, it's hovering, so it has to feel at least a little better, because if Techno still remembers the failed hover earlier, because that is unfortunate.
A little bit.
Alright, so we won't have a formal GT Big Key guessing game, since between the mode and the fact that this is a daily, but we can do an informal one. There's a gold sword on Trinex. We are going to pretty much hit track percent. There are 21 chests and a torch in Ganon's Tower, one of which has the Ganon's Tower Big Key. Chat, put in your guesses. Where is it? I'm going to actually go with 22. Well, mystery-friendly weights. I mean, the settings were fine. It was basically just an open AD seed. The
5.
problem is the seed just sucked.
I'm going 5.
Alright. No, like the settings generally weren't fun. It was open 7 AD, which is almost like there was nothing else going on this seed. Turned out the seed itself just sucked. Last location after last location after last location for the end game. Early game was fine, end game sucked. Alright, and GT entrance here for Jeddah with an hour 43. Time to start counting. What checks 1 and 2 will be the Hope Room, 1 is a key, 2 is some arrows. I don't even know what hit Techno just read.
There are other randos, too.
Ah. Then a skip tile room for now. I did guess 22 just because this has been that seed.
Yeah.
Oh, Techno will do the right side of desert looking for his ice rod, so we'll get those 2 checks, which honestly might be a shield at this point. Because if we do find the other 2 shields, it will be in true absolute tracker percent. 3 is the map, 4 is the compass, 5 is some bombs, 6 is some money. There's a heart container in the right side of desert. And the big key chest happens to be some more bombs. Check number 7 is a key on the torch.
Yep.
Eight is some money. 9 is some more money. 10 is some arrows. And 11 is some more money.
Wow.
Yeah, 16 hearts on 18 hearts on Techno's side. And 14 for Jetto, because it's really been that seed.
It
Chest
has.
check 12 here for Jetto is a heart, another heart container. Yeah, I think Techno might well hit 20 hearts by the end of it. Or maybe be at 19 and have be like a 1 or 2 heart pieces short. It's dumb. This will be check number 13 here in the fire bar room, as there's the map. 13 is a key for Jetto Man, and that is Techno's 8th dungeon and 5th crystal here at 10 hour 46.
Yep.
Where I can count. Alright, chests 14 through 17 here in random room for Jetto Man. 14 is some arrows, 15 is some bombs, 16 is some money, and 17 is the red shield. Alright. One more shield to go for Tracker. There are a handful of checks we will never see. We are never going to see the. We are never going to see the rest of Meyer. There's probably a couple of. I don't remember if we saw a check, just a shield and just a freestanding item. This will be chest 18. Is another small key. We have seen Buttersword. It was on Tridex. (19 through 21) will be on Ice Armors, and it will be the tile room. Alright. Chest 19 is a red rupee. 20 is the big key! And that's it. Not even checking this 21st chest for Jetto Man SMH. Chest 20 was the big key. Which means that, so JJ48 Car and Evil J Brian, who both guessed 21, are the closest and win!
Yay!
Just 21 could well offend the Mirror Shield. We might not see the Mirror Shield at the end, we'll probably never really know.
Probably not, no.
Nice little clip there for Technolink. Lol, Josh.
Oof.
Yeah, so this will be sub 2 for Gentleman, I believe, though really not by much, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
You said it would sub 2 by a decent bit. You thought it was 140. I was like, no, there's no way. And yeah, this.
Eh,
I was like, yeah, no, this is gonna be a bit.
I was hopeful.
You had too much faith that the seed wouldn't be an absolute troll.
No, I just have faith in Jeddah, man.
Fair enough, but and he has been doing pretty well, although missing a load of shots on the landmass doesn't help anything. There we go.
It doesn't.
This is going to go into the yeah, we can just get the seed link in the erase room. So in this case, JJ48 can just go to the seed link and go check out this seed. This isn't honestly going to go to the I know that Go Mode podcast has a ridiculous seeds channel, and this one's going there because it's spectacularly awful. Not ridiculous seeds. Wrong Discord. Cursed Seeds is the Go Mode podcast's horrible seeds channel.
This is nowhere near a cursed seed.
It just happens to be a pretty near literal 100% seed. Like, the collection rate is going to be about 200 for Technolink, really slightly less for Jetto, but not by much. We'll see if Jetto makes one final hover to Moldworm 2 as Technolink takes down Vitreous. And, yeah, nope, no hovering, just gonna hook. Well, it's gonna take down Moldworm 2 at least. And, yeah, no hovering, just gonna hook shot and not bother checking. Just as Technolink takes out, as Technolink picks up his 6th Bristol, 9th dungeon, hour 51.
It couldn't. Oh yeah, it could have been Mirror Shield.
Yeah, Mirror Shield could be anywhere.
I am disappointed because he's not using the bug net.
Having some trouble with agonometry here. I think that was 2 singles. That looked like a double.
Yeah, that was a double.
That's another single. And there.
Yep.
Back to Turtle Rock for Technolink. This will be his final crystal, and then we'll do GT, Aka Tower, and then Ganon.
Yep.
Wake up, tracker. It's the tracker's just being annoyed at having to be marked off completely, I think. Back to Swamp for Gentleman it is. Going to do Swamp, and then you go to Aka Tower, finish Aka Tower, which will take him right on top of the pyramid for Ganon. No, I don't think so. JJ, as funny as that is. Lol, Rowdy. The tracker always eats inputs.
Inputs are delicious and nutritious.
The tracker is very well fed today. But not seditious.
A little seditious.
Yeah, it looks like the only thing we will be formally missing from Tracker Percent is the Mirror Shield today. And that's really not saying much, considering, well, saw everything else in the seed. Really, all dungeons means that you're going to get closer to Tracker Percent anyway than most races, but this has been an exceptionally extensive variety.
Yeah.
Hour 55 here, doing this back diver down in the back of swamp, failing it first try. For Jetto does get a second try, but this does mean, yeah, we are not seeing a sub 2 today. Drake.
Yeah. I was hopeful.
You had too much faith in the seed wouldn't end as horribly as it.
I have zero faith in the seed. I have faith in the runners.
Even still, there's only so much that can be done about a truly awesome, awful seed. I mean, I don't think Techno's going to be doing any checks that Jetto skipped, although it depends. Because Techno will get Buttersword off Trinex and not need anything other than a big key. I don't think Techno's going to be opening extra chests. I guess Techno could check the right rear chest or the left rear chest. We'll see. Alright, and Trinex is down for Techno Link as Gentleman takes down the Argus. Both of picking up their final crystal or pendant dungeon, but Gentleman has done GT. And that's about the difference between them, is a pretty much 100% GT. A Ventile room. Aga 1 does not have an item on him, no.
No. Aga never has an item on him.
Nope. I mean, we really don't have many places left for that mirror shield. I'm assuming we didn't just see it on Bumper Ledge or something and they skipped it.
It was probably in Pyramid.
Pyramid Fair. It might have been Pyramid Ledge. Could be Pyramid Ferry.
It was not Ledge.
Yeah, okay. There were a couple of chests left in the. There was the last Ice Armos chest tile room, and then there were the GT climb chests were not checked by Jetto. Those could also have that mirror shield.
I'm trying to think of things to say to fill the silence, but I got nothing.
I don't either. We're just watching Jetto climb Aga Tower as Techno does at Gen's Tower. There's just not much to be said.
There really isn't.
I'll have to try playing the seed and see. JJ is actually going to play the seed to see where that mirror shield is low. No, Techno cannot get to 20 hearts because there was a heart. I think it was a heart piece on. There was a heart piece on Lumberjack Ledge. Because, yeah, that is one of the very few things we're missing. Yeah, we are all just coping with this scene. We really seen everything. That did not work, Techno. There we go. That also did not work.
You have a slight problem, Techno, and you should probably kill it before trying that.
I think so too. There we go. Alright, I go one time for Jetto. We'll see how many blue balls there are. This is consistent between runners. And actually, Techno climbing the right side of GT is not going to near last location that boss key, but and still won't be missing his fire shield anyway. I don't think.
Yikes.
Oh no, I think fire shield is random room, so it won't be tracker percent. Yeah. Oof, I think there's at least a second blue ball there for Jetto. Aga's not being particularly nice. Aga 2 was rude. Aga 1 is just as rude. Oh, mostly okay Ice Armor's fight for Techno, other than the last one ran away from him a bit. As Jetto takes out Aga 1. And the other check in Ice Armos was not the Mirror Shield.
And so the Ganon fight begins.
Yep, 2,000 rupees! Woo! You're not wrong! Techno is ending this scene with 2,015, at least 2,015 rupees, 19 hearts. A bunch of bombs, a bunch of arrows, and every single item in the game besides the Mirror Shield and Fire Shield.
Yeah.
Oh no, silver is my one true weakness. Also, happy 2 hours, everyone. Let's go for 2021 rupees just for fun. Techno.
There's Ganon.
Yeah, there is Ganon finally down for Jetto. And GG's finishing in first place with a time of 2:02:36, sniping Furious Magic, who was off free stream, finishing in second, 2:02:54.
My goodness.
GG's. The winner is you. Techno did have a bit of a better time with Lambo 2 than Jetto did. And is climbing the tower some more, is now up to 2,020 rupees. Hey, Gecko Climber, yeah, you missed an absolute disaster.
He must collect one more.
It says something that our trackers are pretty much completely marked off. And that Technolink has 18 hearts and 2,020. And I believe Gentleman was somewhere around 15 hearts and a pretty silly number of rupees too.
I think it was like 1,700.
Yeah, something like that. I wonder, I am very curious to see what in the world is this final collection rate for both runners. Because it's got to be pretty close to 200 with how this went.
Techno probably has closer to it than Jetto.
Yeah, Techno is closer, though. He skipped some checks in GT, did more checks overall. Now, lol, JJ. Now to see if I'm actually decent enough at the game to even play it enough to find the mirror shield. What was the key item today? They both pretty literal last location, the Cane of Samaria, plus a fire rod thrown in the mix, and Hookshot Lost Swamp. Shadow also hovered on over to a book in Hookshot Cave, but
The correct answer is the key item was a book.
Yep, the book was the big one that put Shadow Man a decent ways ahead of Techno here. I wonder if Furious Magic hovered or how else they did it, because he did it, because Furious was second, was just barely behind Gentleman. And Gentleman had a very excellent route considering how this went.
Yeah. And looks like Jetto's in the setup.
Yep, I'll tow him up. Hello, GG's.
Jeez.
So how about that hover?
Yeah, that hover in for that book. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, great, book's out of logic. I can't trust anything in desert. And then it started clicking, like, wait. Hook shots in Turtle Rock. I can go mode Meyer in desert right now and worry about swamp later. That became the master plan, and then I got through Meyer, no bombs for the back. I'm like, oh, I need spooky. I need to learn spooky.
Yes. That just felt bad.
But then that whatchamacallem, Igor had an 8-bomb drop. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep. JJ summed this up pretty well as far as this horrendous logic chain. That was really quite something.
It was, that's for sure.
For both you and Technolink on Restream, that swamp was pretty near
Stun
literal
prize
last
bomb?
location.
Apparently stun prize was also bombs.
Yes, it was.
Oh, great. Well, it wouldn't have mattered because all I had was the blue boomerang, so I couldn't have stunned any of the enemies in Meyer that were local, at least, because it was all skeletons.
Lovely.
There's snakes.
Not in the area where I was at, in the basement. There's no snakes there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're all on a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that wire time loss might have cost you the sub 2. It's hard to say. We were debating over whether or not this seed was sub 2. You had more faith than I did.
It would have been close for sure, but I don't think I still would have pulled out a sub 2. It would have been like right at the money too, I think.
Yeah, it would have been.
Oh.
We're going to see our final collection rate on Restream soon, but it's gotta be ridiculously high.
Yeah, I was doing it in my head, so the only things I didn't full clear were Meyer, Swamp, and Desert. There were only, 6 items left in GT?
Something like that. I wasn't counting.
Not many.
The last Ice Armor's chest was just some bombs, by the way. Technolink did check that. Between you and Technolink on Restream, the only item that we did not see was the mirror shield.
Yeah.
That was it. We saw every other item in the game.
Man. It's hiding somewhere. It's hiding in Desert or Meyer, I bet.
We saw all of Desert from Technolink. It was not there. Technolink is sitting at 18 hearts, and 2,026 rupees.
Rich boy.
I don't think you were much poorer. How much did you get? Like
I wasn't paying attention to rupees at that point. That was...
Yeah, apparently more than 1,700, so... Oh my god. Yeah, Techno also did buy arrow and bomb upgrades, chucking the boomerang out of, I assume, frustration with this seed, as he waits for Aga to teleport.
Yep.
I'm sad neither of you used BugNet.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, it's like, I'm not if nobody had finished, and at that point, I'm like, I'm not wasting the menu time.
Fair enough. And so Techno did try to hovering to the book once, failed, and then gave up on it, which just feels bad, unfortunately, in hindsight.
Yep.
And so followed the logical progression through the seed. So went to TR after Skull Woods, got the hook shot, went all the way through Laser Bridge, and then left and had to come back and all that stuff. Trinex is his final dungeon.
Arrow and bomb upgrades.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
he
look
didn't
at
have
that
to-
beautiful left tracker. Indeed, Captain. Every single icon is lit up on Technolink's tracker to the fullest. The only one that's not lit up on your side, Shadow, would be that red moraine.
Yep.
I have actually forgotten where that was off the top of my head. Swamp Big Chest, thank you.
Oh, that feels bad going back in the swamp with Big Keon. Guess I giggled
Argus.
at that. I killed Argus. I'm like, well, glad I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
The other thing that saved me some time is I was literally doing a coin flip in my head. Do I go finish? Because I had dipped just that one chest in Skullwoods, and I was coin flipping. Do I go dip the rest of Skullwoods or Swamp Palace? And then that fire rod on the left side was like, oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, oh wow, 177 out of 216. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's going to be closer to 200 for Techno, and 1,771 rupees. What a seed. 15 hearts. And here, GG's. Technolink finishing last out of the 4 racers. Fourth place, 2:11:30. GG's to Sandra's 3:16, finishing in third, 2:10:57. What a seed. Well, okay, we're going to get fast forward credits from Technolink. And I guess we're going to see that collection rate a bit faster than I expected we would. Yay for Oops All Dungeons. Hey, Sandra's, GG's. Yep, indeed. Oops everything, really. Does that seed just sent you everywhere?
Yep. Just kind of all over the place.
Oof, Sanjay said, I derped and did Aga because I didn't mark boots. Welp. Fun. Ah, yeah, because that boot hurl was on Bunk Rocks. And here we have a Technolink. GG's.
Well, GG. I'm not happy with this seat. I'm definitely not happy.
GG's.
GG's.
You will have to assert dominance by doing another seed.
This is true. It's time for cross keys.
Yeah, you'll beat me there for sure.
That's how it is. That freaking book in Hookshot game.
Yeah.
Like
185 final collection rate. Why am I not surprised?
yeah. What a game.
Oops,
Yeah.
everything.
Oops, all dungeons, indeed. Well, I was happy finding out that it was all dungeons, so I could just dip every dungeon that I wanted without having to fear that I did it for no reason.
Mhm.
Until I found out that almost half the mantle is dead.
Yeah. So the big difference between the two of you on Restream was Gentleman here hovered over successfully to the book first trip up. First time Dark Death
Jeddo,
Mountain.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Friendship ended.
Yes.
Yeah, hoovering. It's one of the things that I can't do, but one of my teammates can. But yeah, that's a shame. But at the same time, like if you would have just gone, if I would have followed my initial thought when I was handing in the purple chest, I was thinking about going into swamp. If I found the cane and the fire rod then, that would have saved me so much time than going up and down the mountain.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it is. GG. And well, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream.
Chat loved how terrible this scene went.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like it was a complete train wreck, and then Hammer in Thieves Town. Really?
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You looked it up from your mind.
Yes, I did.
this seed is definitely going to get mind wiped after this.
Good thing it was on friendly weights, huh? I mean,
Yes. Well,
I
I'm
think
already
the
happy it
settings
wasn't a retro.
the settings were fine. It was just the seed that really sucked.
Well, I've had very bad seeds with, like, for instance, the basic logic. I've ran some of those super beginner basic logic seeds,
Mm-hmm.
and they always end up in all dungeons.
Yeah.
So much for beginner friendly. Then again, you do get trained in playing all those dungeons, because if there's one thing I really hate, it's dying at the top of Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt so bad after that. I was like, no, please let there be no item on the right side, on left side swamp. And it was.
Nope.
Well,
I
let's
believe
put
you
it this way.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, let's put it this way. It's a good thing my mic was muted during the stream.
I would imagine so. Between the two of you on the restream, we saw every single item in the game except for one thing. And that was the mirror shield.
Aha!
Fire
was
shield
the-
was in a rando room.
Ah, yeah, I went Dark Magician's Strat, so I never found that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be in the pyramid. That's for certain.
Quite likely. As you guys just saw every other check in the game.
Yeah, but I feel like I have all the 20 heart pieces that are available. 20 pieces of heart. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a heart piece somewhere else in Ganon's tower, the basement, I forget where, but Shadow picked it up. And then there was one on Lumberjack.
Yeah, it was a seed. Let's put it like this. I am going to take a nice rest after this.
Well deserved after this 2-hour disaster.
Right. At the very least, thanks for having me, and of course, thanks for tracking, because that's definitely a hard thing to do, especially in a mystery seed. Let's be glad it wasn't inverted. Retro.
At least there was that. I love the comments in chat in race time. Friendly settings, dumb logic as always. This is why we have trackers. Also, thanks, Seed. I've missed half of Metroid Prime Hundo. And your comment, F.
Well, we are not missing. We're missing half of the Metroid Prime Hundo. That's a shame. But we can go and watch that now. Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's catch it on YouTube later.
True.
That's usually what I do.
Same.
Right. Well, I'm going to head off. So again, thanks for tracking, thanks for commentating, and thanks for having me. Jeddo, GG. And
GG.
next time, I hope you fall into the pit when you're hoovering.
You did.
In all fairness, I did fall twice.
Yeah, you fell twice and got it third try.
That's not enough.
Anyway, I think that's probably a good time to plug everyone and call it a day.
I believe so. Gonna put in the commands in chat. Shoutouts here.
Give everyone a follow, and I got nothing.
Neither do I. GG's, everyone. Thanks for watching. Shoutouts to both of our runners on the stream, Technolink and Jetovan, and to our tracker, Captain MD13, who really got the full workout today with tracker percent.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good afternoon and evening.
Bye-bye.